Hey everybody, and welcome back to the My Therapy in the Box podcast. It's your girl and your host, Courtney Porter.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Marcus D. Porter.
Coming up, back at you.
Well, guys, you guys have waited. You guys saw the title, and you guys want to know the big question. And the question is Courtney pregnant? Now, before you guys jump to whatever you about to jump to, let me just say this, man.
Just stand still for a second.
There's been people, man, and I'm tired of this, y'all. People have been saying, hey, Marcus, we've been having dreams about fish flying out the sky, fish floating through, tunnels and all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Marcus, you know what I'm saying? When y'all gonna have some kids? Hey, Marcus, Courtney, you pudging a little bit. Is you expecting? And at times Courtney has say, you had to call me out like that. Maybe I just need to do some sit-ups or something. You know what I'm saying?
Some crunches,
you ain't gotta be putting me on blast. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some people like, when I'm gonna have some grandkids? Where my kids at? I ain't got no kids.
Where my nieces and nephews? Where you left them?
We gonna spoil them to death. Then we got people who got kids trying to make us feel bad because we ain't got no kids because y'all want us to have some kids to join with y'all kids. Look,
to join in your suffering.
Why can't we just be the uncles and the aunties that ain't got the kids, but we help you with your kids and we send gifts to your kids? Like, why can't we be that? Can we be that? Can we just be that? You know what I'm saying? But we got folks out here, talking about, oh yeah, we got folks robbing us, bro. We got folks that saying, man, kids are the most beautiful thing in the world. Like, man, when you have kids, you're going to have so much fun. It's going to change your life. You know what I'm saying?
Change your life for sure.
Yeah. They be saying, yeah, when you got kids, you get the extra $500 per kid for when you get the taxes. And you got to get a little extra help in the house. And when I see my kid, I love my kid. But then, didn't we just have a conversation 2 weeks ago about you saying that you hate your kid and you wish you would just throw your kid in the dumpster or something? Like, didn't we just hear you talk about, man, if you, man, don't you, man, I'm telling you, you better wait. You better wait when you had them kids.
Yeah. You got one spectrum and then another. And be like, man, don't do it.
And every time you talk about
drain you.
Hey, yeah, man, yeah, bruh, you might want to think about it. And I'm like, oh shoot, like what I need to man, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, how's it? Like we ask folks, like, right? Hey man, like since you're a parent for like 3 or 4 years now, how does it feel to be a parent? Like, cause we think about kids. First thing is, man, bro, like let me tell you, man.
Man, when they lean back, widen them eyes and had that elongated, man, sis, it's like, it's real.
They got that, man, I want to tell you that, bro. When they lean back like that, and they start, man, I want to tell you that, bro. Man, you like this. You lean forward, they lean back. You like, man, I want to tell you that. Say what? You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't want to tell you that, but say what? Yeah, you gotta watch it, bro. They lean back, you lean forward. Like, what you talking about, bro?
Like what you trying to say?
Yeah, what you trying to say? Like, kids is no joke, man. Like, I do feel like, kids are a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's cool to see your genes and your DNA in something so precious. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like there are kids out there. Have you ever seen that one kid out there that's so beautiful, that's so precious, that's so smart, so obedient, and you just like, man, they got a cool kid.
That's a cool, like,
that's a cool kid.
Like, I would want to have that kid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a cool kid, man. Like, I see kids like that, man. And, we was both in preschool and we worked with kids in the school system. And you just had them 1 or 2 kids that come in and you just like, man, I wish they was my kid.
Yeah. They're just too precious.
They're just too precious, man.
Then, on the other spectrum, you got the spawn of Chuckies to where you just like, ooh.
You got them Chucky kids, bruh. You like,
poke you right there in your throat.
And I think I was the Chucky kid.
You was that bad kid.
I think I was that Chucky kid to my mom, cause my mom would hit me with that belt, shoot, and I would be like this. Like, what you gonna do? Like that belt didn't do nothing to me. Like my mom hit me with that belt, shoot, I'd be like this. Like I'm an Avenger or something. And my mom looked back at me like is something wrong with my belt? But she hit me with that bucket, she take me out though.
She said she got something for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like them kids, nowadays, these kids are crazy, bro. These kids are bucking up at you, bro. Go to your room. I don't want to go to my room. What? I like, hold on now, bro. Hold on. You feel me? Like, it's like, it's certain kids that make you want to have kids and make you think about, hey, man, I want to have kids. But then there's other kids that make you like,
make you want to remove all your reproductive organs,
bruh.
All of them.
Like we've seen it,
all of them. Your stomach too, so it won't even be no question as to whether you have your reproductive organs because you ain't got no stomach.
Yeah.
But
let me ask you this: do you ever want to have kids?
I don't know.
And that should probably answer you guys' question right there. Is Courtney pregnant? Courtney, are you pregnant?
No, I am not.
Courtney's not pregnant, guys. There you have it, man. No, she's not pregnant. And we just asked her the question, do she ever want to have kids? And Courtney said she don't know. And the question is, Courtney,
some days I'm like, oh, that kid is cool. I would really like to teach him this. And other days I'm just like, I want to go home. I don't want to be bothered. I just want to have my own space, be in my own zone without feeling obligated to do this or to do that and all that extra stuff.
Yeah.
Then come tax season, like, man, it would be pretty cool to have a kid right now. Just the thought of a kid, and then it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just kind of enjoying where I am.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you really want to be in a place to where you're financially stable.
Yeah. Yes.
A lot of people encourage. That's why you have certain people, they popping out kids when they older. And you like, dang, you can't even keep up with them no more, but you have, okay, that's nice. Yeah. While others, soon as they get married, and no judgment on either one, because do you, boo. Whatever works for you in your household. But everybody handles things differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just want to be, honestly, we just want to be at a place to where we don't have to question if we can do something for this extra person that's been brought into the world.
Yeah.
Because they didn't ask to be brought into the world. It was our choice and decision. So we do not want to question if we can provide for another human being that we chose to bring into this world. And a lot of people may say, hey, you can figure it out along the way. As a parent, you're going to figure it out. And that's absolutely right. But I don't want to be that parent to be struggling to try to figure it out. I want to know. Some things you just want to know that you know that you know. That's one of those things. I want to know that I know that I know that I know. For myself and for Marcus, we can be like, we'll figure it out. Yeah. Because it's just us. It's just me or it's just him. For somebody else, and who knows what other stuff comes along with that. You may have a child that's more sick than normal. Yeah. That requires more stuff and more attention. You just never know.
Right.
So we just honestly would prefer to just be more financially stable. And if by the time we become where we are financially, we may not be able to have no kids. That it is what it is. We just know we had a place to be like, okay, we good. We cool. We still have kids in our lives. We have friends who, we can be around and we can go see and, watch their kids grow up. Be like, here, take this. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Come give me a hug. Okay. See you later. type deal. So that's where I am. So I can redirect this question back to you. Do you want kids?
Yeah, I want kids. Man, I want kids, man. Courtney over here gave her little speech about how she don't want kids, man. I'm just sitting here quiet, dog.
Like you've been holding your breath. So go ahead, Mark.
Man, you went on the tantrum, bro. You went all in on that joint. People probably was watching this video like, yeah, that dude want kids, dog. That dude, look at his face, dog. He ain't even took
and
a breath
I
yet.
wasn't even looking at you. I was just looking like.
I know some people watching like, yeah, that dude want kids. He ain't saying nothing. Yeah, he want kids. Like that nigga, he ain't even rock or anything. Like
he ain't even nod.
He ain't nod. He ain't breathe. He ain't blink. Like he looked like he was in a steel frame the whole video when you was talking. But
like your side of the screen was frozen.
Right. Yeah, man. You know.
Go ahead.
I agree with a lot of stuff that you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want, like, to be honest, I want to have kids. That's honest. That's pure honesty. I've always wanted to have kids. But there's a big but in that. And that goes to all the things that you've said. I know how it is to be a kid and be raised in a family. And, nobody gives you a rule book on how to raise kids. You do the best that you can with the information you know and what you have. And I feel like our parents, even though we may disagree with some of the things that they did to us and how they raised us, there's just no rule book on it. There's no, they did the best what they could with what they had. And I appreciate my parents for that. And so I look at that, and then I also look at me and us, and I'm like, I want to make sure, based off my experience as a kid, and now seeing as an adult, possibly what my parents went through as parents, I'm like, I really just want to, I know there's no right time to have kids. There's no perfect time. There's no right time. You can never be perfect in your life and everything will be, I understand that. But I just feel like I just wanted to have kids when I had my ish together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't come from a lot of wealth. I don't come from no wealth at all. I don't come from no life insurance, everything we have to work for. You know what I'm saying? And so, do I want to bring a kid into a situation to where we're trying to survive? We're trying to make it, you know what I'm saying? Financially, you know what I'm saying? Even with our marriage, do we want to bring a kid into stuff that's not really balanced, and stuff where situations where our situation is not where it needs to be right now? Do you want to bring a kid into that when things are kind of rocky? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When business is rocky, when finances are rocky, and do you want to expose your child to all of that? And that's just something that for me to think about. Like, if I'm having a hard time taking care of what I have right now, like, what makes you guys think that I can take on a kid? A kid is a big financial responsibility, and people always keep coming to me saying, well, it's still ways around it. You can still have a kid. People who are make way less money, you still having kids. But how you raising them kids? You know what I'm saying? How much time do you have with them kids? I put all my time into my business. Mm-hmm. I'm barely putting time into my wife, and I'm trying to change that. You know what I'm saying? Then you bring a kid into play. You know what I'm saying? A baby. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking a baby. A whole baby. So it's no disrespect to no one that has kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to have kids. It's just that I want to have kids the right way. I've grown up around a lot of people, who had kids unexpectedly or had kids before the time that they wanted to have them. Mm-hmm. This is where I've tried to break my generational curses. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To where I say, you know what? I'm going to have a kid when the time is right. In my book. If I don't have kids, if I never have kids, I'm not going to be sad or upset. If I do have kids, I'm not going to be sad or upset. Either way, if Courtney was to become pregnant any day, I'm not going to be sad that she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because I want kids. I just want to have them in the right way. and I just want to be financially sound, and I want to be mentally there for my child. You know, I don't want to be physically just there. I want to be mentally there for my kid, and I want to just give my kid my all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I just want to be there for my child. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I think that's what's most important to me, is that I be the best father that I can be to my kid, and not bring him in a situation to where I'm not going to give them no attention, or I'm going to neglect them, or I'm not going to financially be able to. If my kid wants some pair of shoes, that I have to say no because I ain't got the money. You know what I'm saying? If my daughter wants a dress or a Barbie doll, I got to say I ain't got the money right now. I don't want to do that to my kid. I want to be able to have it. I want to be able to, instill good values in my kid, and, teach them how to work and get their own. But I don't want to make sure that I have it. Not that I have to spoil my kid with everything, but I just want to make sure I have it. You know what I'm saying? To give to them, because we didn't have. When we was growing up, we didn't have, and we know our parents didn't have. I want to have for my kid. Not that I have to give it to him every time, but just to know that I can do it for my kid if I wanted to. And so, I mean, we at this peak in our mid-30s to where, statistics, get kind of slim having kids after, mid-30s. And so, we just at that point, we just don't know. We're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not there.
Yeah.
My business is still growing. Our business is still growing. And I felt like if we was in a house in the country, like when we talked on our puppy thing, if we had a house in the country, I had the truck that I wanted, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And we was in a place to where we was able to bring a kid into an environment to where we can raise them in a healthy home, then I would like to have a kid. I don't want to raise no kid in no apartment. That's just me. I was raised in the home, in the country, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's, to me, this is me. This is me. I feel like the best place to raise the kid is in the country. You know what I'm saying? In a home. You know what I'm saying? Where the home is stable. You know what I'm saying? And it's no disrespect, because there's kids that's been raised in the hood. There's kids that's been raised in less fortunate situations, and they came out beautiful. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But I'm just telling you guys me. Because I've been through stuff as a kid on my own, and I just don't want to put my kid through that.
Yeah.
And, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? There's kids who've been raised in less fortunate situations, and they're millionaires. Mm-hmm. And sometimes those kids grow up without fathers, grow out without mothers, but they're millionaires. And so I just want to be there for my child. That's all. I just want to be there.
Yeah, I think that's important. So, to answer the overall question, well, we already answered it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to have kids, but, just not right now.
Yeah. And that's the answer.
I want a few little girls, and I want a son, sons.
He said a few. Okay.
Yeah, I want
a few girls and a few boys. Okay.
I would like
that's
to have
more than one.
I would like to have at least 2 girls and 2 boys. That's just me. I would like to have a big family. We grew up with family, but growing up, our families got kind of like separated. Some people don't want to talk to some people. I always wanted that Antoine Fisher type family when everybody just pulled together at the end of the movie.
When at the end they had pancakes and all that stuff on tape.
He felt like this was my family. Like I wanted kids so I could create family. You know what I'm saying? Because that's family is really important to me. Mm-hmm. And there's people in our family that I wish I was connected to more, and that I wish that I was closer to. I have cousins, but I don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? We don't reach out. I may be Facebook friends with a few of them, but I'm not close to not one cousin. Mm-hmm. I don't have no family outside of my immediate family that I talk to. I got I got 2 sisters, no brothers. I got mom and dad, grandparents, and auntie, and that's it.
So pretty much creating our own generation to where we can reestablish what family looks like and what family can be for them.
That's what I want.
different than our dynamic in our families.
Because our families, man, you know, you can have people in your family, nieces or sisters that you don't talk to for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, but you got other families, man, they talk to each other like 2 or 3 times a week. They hanging out with each other. Mm-hmm. They like, this my best friend, this my brother, this my sister, this my niece, this my nephew. Everybody's appreciative. You know what I'm saying? They at Christmases and Thanksgiving, you see other people's family, you like, dang, man, my family ain't like that. My family don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's the reason why I wanted to have a lot of kids, is so I could create, you know, so my kids could have that family structure. You know what I'm saying? And also, we're kind of close with some of our friends, and our friends have kids. Mm-hmm. And I feel like our kids would bond with those kids, and they would be cousins, and they would all kind of grow up together. Yeah. But, I
mean, that's a cool aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know,
just creating a culture for our kids, that family, and creating those things that we didn't have. You know, with us growing up with, like, you know, without parents in the household, and, you know, separations and divorce and all this stuff. I just wanted my kid to have that good family. We're not gonna be perfect, but I want my kid. I want us to be there for our kids together. You know what I'm saying? No separation, no divorce. I want us to be in it to win it. You know, that's just me. And so, I don't know, man. You know,
we would love to hear y'all's feedback on like what do y'all think? Yeah. Like, based off everything you heard us say, like, comment below like your thoughts on our thoughts.
Yeah. Some of y'all got kids, and we've heard great stories about kids, and those are stories we love, man. And we heard some worse stories about kids, and we just like, man.
And we've seen some worse stories in kids.
But I know for a fact we both want to have kids. We just want to have them in the right situation
and in our own time.
Yeah.
So Courtney, she, her, me, is not pregnant, but who knows what the future holds?
Who knows?
So thank you all for tuning in and listening to our podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below. Also subscribe to the My Therapy in the Box podcast on iTunes. Until next time, see you all later.
Peace out.